Hi, do you feel overwhelmed by all the configuration options and additional technologies you need to know to build a JavaScript project? And then you want to connect it to GraphQL. And what happens there? Every week you see another GraphQL client come to life. Who would not get tired and overwhelmed?
I've been playing around with Redwood.js and it has some nice features. It actually makes your life a little bit easier. In this video, I'm going to give you a review of what I've learned by building a blog with Redwood. If you want to try it yourself, click the link to the blog tutorial. Also, I've written a more in-depth review in the article below.
So what is Redwood.js? Redwood.js is a full-stack JavaScript framework deployed in a serverless way. Redwood.js uses React, GraphQL with Apollo Server, the Jamstack, and Prisma. Redwood.js uses the advantage of Jamstack architecture. Jamstack is a modern web development architecture based on the client-side JavaScript, reusable APIs, and pre-built markup. Another idea of Jamstack is that you can push your code to a Git repository and that will trigger deploy and you're done. Redwood.js takes control of the data side of the app. You don't have to think about the database or your schema. It's trying to encompass all those aspects and then just giving you React. Redwood.js embeds these principles. A strong separation of concerns for frontend and backend. You get the suite of Jamstack and an APIs and serverless function that scale independently. You also get a unified developer experience for fast local development. To start an app, you write yarn create redwood-app and the path. This will create a basic structure for your app. It looks like this. API folder contains the backend of your app and web folder contains the frontend of your app.
To go deeper into the structure of Redwood, check out the article. What follows is a review. The reason to try Redwood would be the full integration of the JavaScript stack.
You use all of the fancy stuff or integrate it into a great developer experience that you're producing for the backend as well. Redwood.js is about developer experience. The difference between traditional content-related Jamstack is that you can use Redwood.js when you need to write all of your backend code too. Many developers feel overwhelmed by the configuration options and additional technologies needed to start a project. And Redwood.js has tools and configuration settings all combined for you. You don't have to lose time putting it all together. It's a convention over configuration approach like in Rails. Redwood.js is a framework built off existing parts. The problem they are solving is that there are so many ways to integrate front-end and back-end code in JavaScript stack. And there are no defined good practices. They have a good tutorial. To try things out, I built a blog using the tutorial. Below is the link with the instructions. So Redwood is a proper framework. You benefit from continued performance and feature upgrades over time and with minimum effort.
So, what would be the reason not to try Redwood?
There are limitations with Lambda function length. GraphQL's philosophy is to be one entry point for all the queries. This is the reason why the GraphQL queries is one Lambda function. This is the reason why all the GraphQL queries are in one Lambda function. Lambda function has a size limitation. If you have a huge backend, you will reach the limits of how much code you can deploy to Lambda functions. Redwood has not solved the issues connecting serverless to relational databases. It's hard to do connection pooling, like when you control the number of web servers. Anyways, Redwood.js is very young. Don't build anything major in Redwood.js yet. It's still quite early. It's not ready for production.
So I'm having fun exploring new technologies. I'm having fun trying things out. I'm curious what you're trying out. I think it's important. Finding some time to just explore. This is why we became developers. We are explorers, curious creatures. Thank you for watching. Comment below and let me know what you are excited about. Bye bye, have a great day.